Actually in top 8 of Xanadu Homecoming versus Philly here. I'm Lyric, this is Ubo, let's get on into it.
Yeah, pivot right through onto stadium number 2 with a pair of players from this MDVA region that are no slouch whatsoever. Oh, and opening up with the down air, reading the American air dodge, but only a little bit of percent off of it. Enhanced PV minimizing the damage very well.
I'm telling you, man, I gotta say it. Summit is definitely coming out with an American Air Dodge shirt.
Oh, absolutely.
And I want royalties. That's all I'm gonna say. Here we go, though. I mean, Enhanced and AoS, both pretty even right now. I like how Enhanced is actually catching a lot of the jumps in with Nair. Seems kind of like an interesting option that I don't think AoS is expecting. Enhanced, though, does have limit. Let's see what the option is going to be, or if he's just gonna throw it away. Ooh, okay, cross slash, not going to be enough. Not all hits. The cancels with the up Bs right onto ledge 2 shows how in control Enhanced is of this character. Finds the first hit of fair, but it's actually not going to be enough to KO. Looking for the roll in with the up smash, not going to be enough either.
Wow, and one of the things that is so interesting in watching AoS is that they almost, as we see the move that I was exactly going to talk about,
Go ahead.
Its strength and its abuse of the flip jump, and not as any idea, not as in always trying to find this berry or reposition out of edge, reposition at disadvantage, but I'm going to put myself off stage and be able to pressure you with an edge guard and also ledge trap you at the same time. It's dual purpose. It's a dual idea, and that mentality can make you so flexible against a character that Cloud, extremely strong, but also can be kind of linear.
Okay, here we go, AoS. Enhanced PV still 2 stocks to 2. It's going to be a little bit slower, a little bit more of a methodical set. I definitely don't see this being a 3-0, but I can see it being a 3-0. Just a little bit of a long one. Flip kick not going to be enough here, so now Enhanced just trying to find an aerial to match, but it's not going to be enough here. Uses the up B, the last hitbox, but now AoS just trying to find a way to take Enhanced out of the shield. It's not going to be enough, though. Enhanced does have limit. Let's see what he's going to be able to do with it, but he's going to just have to burn it to make it back to stage. A nice side special by AoS to get the KO.
You see what I was talking about, Lyric?
I see it.
Drop zone bear, you've got to recover low, but I'm already at ledge trying to pressure that neutral get up. So well played from AoS, and just so well timed with all of these options. Like always trying to keep Enhanced PV on the back foot. And if tempo is not in your favor as Cloud, things get very spooky very quickly. But the same could be said for the inverse. These juggles mean so much for Enhanced PV right now.
Ooh, the blatant call out on the dash dance by Enhanced PV with the up smash there. Great stuff coming out. But now here we go, Enhanced PV gonna have a little bit of limit to work with, only for a brief moment, but has a little bit of rage too to go along with. Definitely not sweating just yet. AoS doing a really good job of fighting his way out of the corner, but here comes Enhanced. Going to get kind of knocked down here, but it is going to be the Cloud recovery that at least chips AoS away. And now Enhanced kind of free and has brought this back completely.
Yeah, making use of the forward tilt to try and bounce back and forth. Trying to hold on to center here. So, oh, that dash grab was so much of a commitment. It let Enhanced PV not only find limit, but also potentially found an edge guard. Nothing quite yet, though.
Whoa! Wow. That was a baller option out of the corner, Enhanced. Jeez. All right, just F-tilt aplenty. Ooh, okay, going for a little bit of the footstool. You heard it down there. The dash attack, though, will be enough. Enhanced sneaking that game right back. Ubo, you look so displeased right now.
I'm so upset because that seemed like it was going so well in AoS's favor. Just lather, rinse, repeat, reset.
Yes.
Things like grounded forward tilts, putting in so much work. But I think it just keeps going back to your first input for Enhanced PV. This dude just does not drop stocks unless you go unless you read his soul. And if you're not doing that, if you're not willing to commit to that, you've got to resign yourself to closing out stocks at 150 or 160, which can be so difficult for Zero-Suit to consistently do. You're riding the razor's edge so much.
Battlefield is the pick coming out from AoS. I do not expect anything else, but something I wasn't expecting was this kind of 15-second combo coming out from AoS here, getting 91% on the board, but it is going to be Enhanced, finding some cross slashes out of the corner, at least stacking on 61% for the trouble here. But now AoS going to be able to find the berry and the boost kick. It is not going to be enough. Enhanced PV, the one who hails from Wi-Fi, knows exactly how to DI that.
You've got to at this point. Another forward tilt. Couldn't get anything more but saw off that parry. And just a little there.
Little tip.
Little pop.
Here we go, though. Enhance, just not feeling it right now as he's looking for the spike here. I like this stage for AoS because I think it allows for AoS to kind of get a little bit more tricky with the movement. You have the top platform, you get the side platform to kind of do whatever you please. And like we were talking about, ZeroSuit, one of the best movement havers in the game, you get to kind of be a little bit tricky, but it is going to be Enhanced. Finding a lot of these back airs, definitely spacing out extremely well. But now, honestly, AoS needs to find a way to get this rage off. Or, excuse me, Enhance needs to find a way to get the rage off, and it will be with the back air.
Yeah, it's kind of the natural antithesis to the idea of, hey, this character has abundant movement options up and down and all around, especially with these platforms, as you're mentioning there. But Cloud can cover space so well, not only with his raw speed, but a massive disjoint and that can just lay into you. And it does a great job of forcing AoS to move in specific ways.
Honestly, a little bit of movement around the top platform now as hitboxes are going to trade here. Going for the falling cross slash. Don't think I've seen this before, but now here we go. Has the limit, potentially trying to save it, but I wouldn't be surprised if we're just going to use it, trying to catch the movement with the recovery here. Going for the up smash, not going to be enough. I think AoS is getting a little less committal with some of these jumps. The F tilt, not going to be enough.
Yeah, it's this dichotomy of now ZeroSuit without a lead. We saw AoS kind of falter, but you had the lead the entirety of game one.
Sure.
In this one, they're playing chase. They're playing to try and open up enhancedpv at a massive, massive deficit. And enhancedpv is covering that space, just going with these rising aerials to stuff out jumps. And as soon as AoS hits that fastball, trying to get approaching on the ground, that's where the back air comes in, and that's where the stock goes down for AoS. enhancedpv in such a solid spot here.
Ooh, the full hop into the cross slash there. Just a little bit of movement tech for you. Enhance, though, has no sign of dropping the second stock at all, and the limit's out. Finds the first forward air, potentially looking for a second, but instead will just take the down air. Unfortunately, it's not going to spike, so now AoS getting a second lease on life for a little bit, but it is going to be the up B out of shield here. Looking for it, the dash attack once more, not going to be enough, Ubel, but that up air will do it. Enhance going up 2-0 in the set, and like I said, I couldn't see this as a 3-0, but with the way that Enhance just does not drop a stock, might just be.
Could very much fall into that 3-0 category unless AoS's game plan adjusts ever so slightly. Like,
sure.
Think how Riot Games does.
I don't think.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, boss.
I would love to think how Riot Games thinks. This is going to be an analogy for the decade. Here we go.
The transition comes from an idea of not everything you're doing is inherently wrong, but you just need to adjust some ideas ever so slightly. Think of it like rotating a dial. And I love this stage counter pick to turn that dial back ever so slightly. Where you found success was allowing enhancedpv to try and find center stage, and you poking him out of those situations. Expand center stage, expand your movement space rather than your movement variety, and turn those options into repetition.
I mean, speaking of repetition, too, back air is definitely starting out the set for AoS very well here. Looking for the back air, it's not going to be enough. So now AoS has to get a little bit tricky on how they want to trap Enhance on the side here. But Enhance now going to have limit. It's going to get a little bit scary. I'm very nervous to see how AoS is going to play off the side. Obviously, ZeroSuit has a lot of options off the side with Zair, with side special. But Enhanced also can do a little bit off the side as well with things like limit cross slash, limit blade beaming, for example. So now, so far, AoS fighting back very well, but it is going to be Enhanced still holding on to the percentage lead.
Yeah, and we almost saw the quintessential one just there on these side platforms with back air, but AoS doing a good job of getting tricky, but sometimes the mix-ups that you go for are very, very risky, and they just keep coming. Use of that flip kick turning into turning more and more frequent as the set goes on, and more frequent can sometimes mean absolutely predictable enhanced PV finding the stock with the up smash.
One of the things that I love about enhanced PV gameplay is the use of limit, but also just the recognition of where limit gauge is at every single time. I feel like enhanced is never stuck off stage without limit for too long. Obviously there, like we talked about, enhanced definitely finding the option with the forward air just off stage, but I love how enhanced always seems to have limit when he needs. I say the same thing about hero mains. Hero mains will always have zoom off stage when they need to. The up air not going to be enough, but enhanced not letting go of this edge guard just quite yet here, going for the up smash, but AoS catching on, saying, you know what, I'm not going to roll in, I'm not going to play to your game here. Back throw, looking for the nair, but still enhanced, finding these aerials, all that he needs. Magnet hands absolutely saving the turnaround on the up B, but speaking of saving, enhanced saving that back air for the pocket.
Yeah, that's tough. Like
that's tough.
You're going for. I saw the idea there. It's like, oh, enhanced PV is gonna jump in. Like maybe I can grab them out of the air like that. But you're overestimating Zero Suit's range, and you're underestimating the range of Cloud. As much as that's a weird statement to say, with Cloud's range becoming just more and more of a weapon and more of a hassle for AoS to consistently work themselves around.
Great spot dodge, though, by Enhanced here. Going for the up smash full. It's not going to be enough. Enhanced trying to find a down smash, but it is going to be an AoS now. Going to be able to get a couple hits here, a couple of up airs, but now Enhanced holding on to limit as much as possible. This could be it, Ubel. But honestly, I don't think AoS wants to go down in a 3-0. This has not been a 3-0 set. But here we go, Enhanced looking for it, finds the back air, which will ensure safety back to stage, but the side special onto the shield is going to be punished with the up smash. That's going to be Enhanced PV going on to winners finals, and honestly, nobody's looking as good as him in the venue right now.
Absolutely. I mean, he's really cementing himself as a #1 seed and doing it in such a solidly played way.
Yes.
There's no tricks. There's no traps.
He's good.
Yeah, he's just outplaying everybody that he's seen and understanding spacing and risk reward to such a high degree, to the point where AoS was throwing out risky mix-ups like that very last interaction. Like, I'm going to flip jump